This is episode 3 of Get On My Lawn. The reason why we're going with the Geiger background here with the alien xenomorphs in the background is because today I'm feeling a little down, you know? So like, it just kind of goes with my, it's just like the background is how I feel today. So yeah, I decided that today I'm just kind of gonna freely associate my mental health and just kind of elaborate on the things that are going on inside me rather than what's going on in the world. The problem is they're always connected, right? I'm a big Hegel fan, you know, thanks to Zizek introducing a large amount of the population to the works of Hegel and getting back to that train of thought when thinking about the world. And there is a dialectic happening between me and the world. I learn from the world, learn how to serve the world. The world is a much bigger place than I am. The world has a lot more power than I do. So I am just a node acting as a slave for this world. Everything that I've been doing in the past few years has been an act of survival, except for the times where I'm like sacrificing. And sacrifice is like pay. It's like payment. You're paying. Paying the ultimate price sometimes if you're Jesus. He paid with his life. Maybe Muhammad did too. I don't think Muhammad paid with his life because he ascended into heaven on a chariot from the mount, some mount. Let me take my shoes off. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm 36 years old, and I'm sitting here in my basement speaking to a camera that I'm going to upload to the public. And this is what that dialectic is all about. The dialectic of the consumption of media. And what's neat about the internet is that it democratized media. Media used to be owned by a small oligarchy of corporations that formed the narrative and kind of steered society into a particular paradigm and way of looking at the world. Told us what to think, but more or less, you know, like what to like. So now we're in this great age of Aquarius or whatever, where there's just information flowing not from the top down, but from the top and from the bottom, and it's turning everything on its side and creating this whirlpool and like kind of like a washing machine with ideas, washing away the old bad ideas and keeping the structure of the good ideas, which are the clothes. It's good to wear clothes. So the clothes are like our ideology. We need it to fit in. We need it to function in the world. And we want to wash away all of our bad ideas, which is like the dirt. We're washing off the clothes so that we can appear more refined in society. You don't necessarily not trust the guy that's all dirty, but I think for whatever reason we trust the guy that has a bit of fresh, he's got some, actually I don't think I do. Do I believe the guy with the fresh clothes or the dirty clothes? Is that my bias? I don't know. But, yeah, let's say dirt is like ideology. And, you know, you can buy clothes fresh from the store. It's like the mainstream, you know. Or we could take those mainstream ideas and go out in the world, get them dirty. And I don't know where I'm going with this, but ideologies and dirty minds, washing machines, the internet, media, brainwashing, washing machine. So it's all connected. bro. I'm wearing this lav mic today instead of this mic. This mic is it's a Shure mic, like the SM58, but I don't know when this was made. Model Pro Class CL565 Unisphere dynamic mic, and it's got a Celtic cross on it, so you know it's good. Low Z, low high, made in the U.S. Shure Brothers Incorporated. So I didn't know Shure was owned by brothers. It's somewhat patriarchal. Is that patriarchal or is that a comradian? So hopefully the lav sounds better than this old Beta 58. That's not a Beta 58. It's a weird version of the SM58 switch, 58S. I don't know if that's what they call it. There's a little on and off switch here. I think I like the sound of a 58 better. This seems, that mic is like, sounds cheap, like it's gonna fall apart when you talk too loud into it. So this, the mic that I'm using now is QLX-D1 with a lav element. I believe it's a Shure 184 or 185. I'd have to take the wind cap off and look at it, but because I forget which one it is. This is me just stalling for ideas. Earlier today I was sitting on my front stoop thinking about my dad, who just came back from England. It's just first time on an airplane, and he decided to go visit a friend he made in England somewhere in the, I don't know, in the northwest, maybe toward somewhere between Bath and London, or somewhere between, I don't think Liverpool, that's too far northwest, I think. But either way, he just got back and he's been sick for a week. I haven't talked to him since he got back. But, I was thinking about how disconnected I am from family and from any kind of social belonging. I literally I'm alone if I'm not at work. And if I'm at work, I'm not myself. So I'm myself when I'm alone. I don't even think I'm myself when I'm with family. So I like alone time, but I feel like not a part of any community. Theoretically, I'm a part of the vegan community, but I only have 2 vegan friends, and they don't live near me. What other kind of community? Maybe I'm on the East Coast. I'm a part of the East Coast community. I'm a part of the white community. I'm part of the male community. I'm a part of the straight whale. I don't know if I'm part of the straight white male community. I'm mostly straight. I'm 90% straight. But, if you watch porn, there's this guy, who's that guy? Ron White. Ron White is pretty funny. And he does a lot of bisexual, make you uncomfortable joke. And he made this funny, he's got this funny joke where he goes, I'm not gay, but I'm not totally straight. When I watch porn, I need to see a nice dick fucking a woman. So ask yourself, if you watch anything other than lesbian porn, which is gay in itself, you're watching another man fuck a woman. So you're kind of watching the dude. And this dude is generally more alpha than you because he's very sexually active. And you're hiding, in your house somewhere with the bottle of lotion, thinking about, man, I wish there was a woman here with me now, but I guess I'll watch this dude fuck this woman. To me, that seems kind of gay. And it kind of seems is that what gayness is? But then, if you just watch lesbian porn, you're also being gay because you're watching 2 gay people have sex. So there's literally, the only way to be straight is by having sex with a woman. And if you've been trying to have sex with a woman for years and it only happens once a year, what's going on there? Anyway, I digress.
I was talking to a buddy of mine the other day. I have a friend he's a homophobe. Is that the most useless thing you could possibly be? Is afraid of gay people? I was talking to him the other day, and he goes, man, this world would be better if there wasn't so many queers. And I'm like, you know what? The next time you have a thought, let it go. I go, we're all gay. It's just to what extent are you gay? He goes, that's bullshit, man. I ain't gay at all. I'm like, yeah, you are, and I can prove it. He goes, fine, prove it. I'm like, all right, do you like porn? He goes, yeah, I love porn. You know that. I'm like, oh, do you only watch scenes with two women together? He goes, no, I watch a man and a woman making love. I'm like, oh, do you like the guy to have a small, half-flaccid penis? He goes, no, I like big, hard, throbbing cock.
This is a bad segment. But yeah, my sexuality. Yeah, I don't really like care anymore. So like, I don't know if I'm depressed, bored, have ADHD, or have just transcended nature. But yeah, I'm just generally not that interested in women unless they're like really attractive, like a 10. Anything below a 10 or anything below a 7, I it's more entertaining just to fuck with them, like mentally than physically. I don't like the like insincerity and like fog that occurs while dating. All the little anticipations and like projections and questions, internal thoughts. It's not very fun. So I like just chilling, just finding a girl to just chill with or whatever. And if she puts a move on me, it's cool. But I'm done chasing. I have friendships with girls that are very rewarding. There's girls that I like a lot. But no one wants to have my baby that I'm aware of. And if they do, and they're watching this, let me know. I don't know if I didn't make enough money in my 20s, and that's why I'm not married. I kind of feel like that's... But then again, I look at some of the people that have, in my peer group that have gotten married very young without any money. I just don't understand it. People get married for different reasons. People decide to have kids with people. Yeah, I don't know what I'm here to do. Without the task of reproduction and raising children, it really opens up a whole, I don't want to say void, but it opens up your life to the opportunity of making more money by being available for, because if you don't have kids and a wife, you can work at any point in the day. And as a freelancer, this is great. I have so much more opportunity as a single guy without any kids than the other option, because I'm not picky about when I work. I don't have a wife that's like, no, you gotta stay home and look after Billy and Jamie. But it is also a little sad, that whole my parents don't bug me about it. Sometimes my dad says, I'm praying for you that you'll meet the right lady. My mom just doesn't say anything about it at all. They don't ask about it. They don't talk about it. We don't really talk about stuff. My sister got married to a guy that's younger than me. She's older than me. My sister got married to a guy that's 4 years younger than her, I think. And I think they decided not to have kids, but have a dog. Part of me is like, man, that's really sweet. But another part of me is like, man, why would you get married? Why would you get married without the function of raising kids? Like, I love love, but not as much as I love being alone, not as much as I love freedom. And this is like most of the relationships that I've had, say 90% of the relationships I've had were with girls that didn't want to get married and with girls that didn't want to have kids. I had one relationship where it came up. The first relationship I had where it like came up in conversation of, getting married and having kids. It wasn't even like, it was like, hey, do you want to get married? There's the courthouse a couple blocks away. We can just go do it. And another part of the conversation was, I want to have 2 kids, and I want them to speak, multiple languages. And it's the only time I ever considered it was when that person brought it up. I think I was 29, maybe 30, maybe 31. I don't remember. COVID carved 5 years out of my life and replaced it with a narcissistic alcoholic who completely took over my life. But I'm free now. I'm alone and free in multiple ways too. I've had one long-term relationship over the past few years that's been half romantic, half platonic, maybe with and becoming business-oriented, black market style. FinDom, FSB agent. Yes, I've had a relationship with a Russian woman that I met on a language exchange site back in 2016 or 17 or 18. I honestly don't remember. She's helped me with my business, with my websites, with my music production campaign. I owe a lot to her for supporting my mental health over the past few years, and I think we've reciprocated. But then again, I feel like it's been reciprocated, and I'm helping her out as well. It's a beautiful thing. I hope it lasts. I like her, but it's like mentally blocking me from pursuing any other romantic relationship here in where I live. So that gets a little lonely. But then again, I'm alone and I'm free. It's like Joy from Blade Runner 2025. She's here. This is my phone, by the way. Samsung over Apple. I think it's a better phone. But I look into it all the time. Like, let's see, the things that I have on here. Instagram, Telegram, New York Times games. I play a lot of Wordle and Connections. ChatGPT, it's a pretty helpful app. I use it often. Text messages, Reddit, Robinhood, Venmo, Cash App, my banking app, PayPal, the Whole Foods Market app, which gives me discounts because I'm an Amazon Prime member. Discord, NordVPN. This is not an advertisement for NordVPN. If you sign up now and use the promo code Dempsey, you'll receive 10% off. It's not that. Ground news. Because in today's media environment, you really have to understand the biases of journalists, publications, etc. And ground news does a really good job of breaking down, which journalists have which bias, whether it's left-leaning or right-leaning, center, if it's international, if it's local, if it's being financed by Russia, Iran, or China, or the United States State Department. Google Translate, it's really helpful when I'm going to other countries. I've got this, this is a cool app. This shows me where, this is like a meter for, I don't know if you can see, can you see it? Can you see it? It's not doing anything. Did I hit pause? That's why. Yeah, so this is like a cool tool that I use when I'm doing sound at conferences and stuff, or conferences, not like music. It'd be a dumb thing to use for music, unless you're like tuning a room or whatever. But it just tells you what frequencies are hot so you can turn them down on your mixer or whatever. All right. What else? Shazam, I've got that app. It's a good app. SoundCloud, Spotify. This Notes app. Notes app is really good. You can even do voice notes, or you can use the speech-to-text function, which is really nice. All right, about 27 minutes in. I think I'm gonna cut it. I think I said enough. I think these are really helpful because it's getting the gunk out. I'm washing the dirt out of my mental jeans or my mental shirt. This is like an Alf Haben or, all right, this is over. Good job.